Hey everybody, just a quick update. So, I had the rotating assembly balanced. Um, when I did that, I had the rod bolts that came in the rods in it, which those are the chromoly, I forget which ones, but they're not rated like the ARP 2000s. Those bolts are the ones that give it a 750 horsepower rating, I think. Same rods, just different rod bolts, which changed the rating. So I bought these. I'll show you. Let me flip it around. I bought these, and for anyone that wants to know, I have the stroker rods. These are the Eagle, the 4340 or 40 whatever it is, 40 forged rods, and they come with the lesser than rod bolts, not the L19s, but the chromoly ones. I think it said 8740 or something what was on those. So I bought these rod bolts to replace, to upgrade to the 1200 horsepower. And when I contacted the people, see right there, 7/16, 1.6. When I initially was trying to purchase these, I was asking the question about, are these right, or the ones that they first were telling me, were they right for the stroker rods? Because the stroker rods, if you see, I'll show you here, the stroker rods, if you see a difference between here and here, so you see that rods are front of factory, they're clearance on this side for the stroke. So all of these rods are clearance for the stroke. They're made for I think of 4 1/8. I think they're clearance for a 4 1/8 stroke, I think. So they work good in the 400. Anyway, if you notice the bolt right here, you see the bolt sticking out right there. All right. So what I'm doing now, even though these are the correct ones for these rods, if you notice, let's see, is that one of them? Nope. Okay, here's one. If you notice, this bolt is clearanced. If you see that. Alright, so this bolt is clearance. It comes in the in the rods as a clearance on that side. So it was on this side pretty much, like that. Inside. So these are the correct length. If you ask for ARP bolts for Eagle rods, and these are specific for Eagle rods. If you see on there, you'll see where it says Eagle somewhere on there. Anyway, it says Eagle on it. But these are specific for, if you notice on here also it says Eagle. So Eagle has specific ARP rod bolts that goes in their rods. They're 12-point heads, and these are the 7/16 ones. And what I'm doing now, I went through a lot to figure out, and to get Summit was just, oh my god. I had such a hard time with Summit Racing to get these. When I called up, told him what I had, he tried to sell me some factory replacement bolts, and I'm like, no, I have Eagle rods, I have this, that, and other, and I just ended up hanging up on him. I couldn't deal with it. So I called Jegs. Jegs got me straight. Jegs, when I told him my concern, he said, you know what, let me make some phone calls. So he put me on hold. He called. He said, hey, you're right. They're actually shorter rod bolts. They go into these rods when they are for the stroker rods. And so I bought those. But see, like I showed you here, it still sticks out a little bit. Daggone it, the lighting is right. Let's see, there it is. See it right there. See, it still hangs out. So what I'm doing is, where's it at? I'm clearancing. I'm taking a grinder I torque it down to the 75 foot-pounds like it says for these rod bolts and these rods, and I'm putting the bolts in, torquing them down, and then I'm grinding off the excess. And this is the last one, and I said, you know what, maybe I need to do a video on this before I do this one. So anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. I'm working on it. I'm getting them together. And these are the PR 110147, but these are the Icon. Wish we could see in here. Let me see if I can come over here in the light. R49A, nothing over here. But these are the Icon Premium pistons. It's a 4.155 bore, flat top, 2 valve relief, and these valve reliefs are the same size. It's not like an intake and a exhaust side per se. These valve reliefs are the same size, so they can kind of go in the same way in a way, and which is cool. But and also it takes away a little bit of the compression, and mine, by my calculations, this is not with all the little nitpicking spaces, but the typical combustion chamber, cylinder, the compression height, the deck height, the valve reliefs. When I'm figuring in the compression like that, it come up like 10.6, something like that. Very pump gas friendly. I run 93 in it, but so the Eagle forward stroker rods, what is it, 4340 or something like that they call it. The Icon Premium forwards pistons. I think got the 1/16 first 2 rings and a 3/16 oil ring, I think, with the little oil spacer whatever thing. And I got a Scat 9000. The cast steel crank is what's in it, and it is internally balanced. So the same balancer I had on the 350 flex plate, which is SFI. Both of them are SFI approved. They all work on this 400 or 406, I should say. Yeah, it's good. So I'm working on it, get it together, and I will when I get it going together a little further, I'll let y'all know. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me. It's just been a money thing, man. It's just money has been very, very tight for me. I started a new career, and when you start a new career, you got to start at the bottom and work up. And I'm what is it, 12, 15, about 16 months into the career, truck driving, and they say that when you hit 2 years, that's when doors open up for you. Insurance and things like that's a lot cheaper, and a lot of these companies that probably pay better, their insurance won't let me or anyone really drive for them unless I have at least 2 years experience with a clean record. So that's what I'm being patient in doing. But where I'm working right now, for a mega trucking company, I think I'm doing pretty well. So it's just a matter of being patient and see what doors open up for me and if I want to move. So anyway, the truck's going together. I worked on the roll bar a little bit. I showed you all that in the last thing. I got some more to do that, but I want to get the engine together. I don't like it being sitting apart, so I'm going to get the engine together, have it ready to go in. But I have to finish the roll bar. I have to install my fuel system. I got the fuel cell. I have all the lines. I have -8, I think it is, the AN-8 lines for the engine fuel system. All the fittings. I have 2 filters, 100 micron and I think it's a 10 micron. I have the fuel pump. I have a whole separate system for the nitrous. I have like a 1.5 gallon or 2 gallon, whatever, tank for the fuel system. It's separate pump, separate. I think the -6 lines for that. I might utilize the factory lines as far as they are, and then kind of run up and connect to those. because they're already up there. I have a regulator already in place with that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna get it dialed in on motor first, and before I do any spray. But it's going together. So I want to give y'all an update, and I can't wait till I can drive the thing. I miss it, man. I miss old Green Bean. I also bought a Cricut machine. The Cricut machine. I bought that so I can do a couple things, emblems. I got a design for a green bean I'm gonna put on it. I want to put the word green bean in there somehow. Maybe with the green bean picture, I might put green bean kind of in a decal type way. I don't know. I'm working on it. Any thoughts and ideas that you all have for me with green bean, please comment, share with me. Let me, give me some ideas if you have it. And any questions, I'll definitely answer. It's funny, I don't really check so much on my page. I'm always watching other people's stuff. But if you will, just comment whatever is on your mind. You never know if it'll help me or not. If it's something that people say that I think won't help me, I will say why I think it won't help me. And if I'm wrong, hey, I can be wrong. That's for sure. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off. I'll talk to you all later. I'll share again when I get further along. So I appreciate the patience. If you will, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that crap. Anyway, holler at y'all later. Later.